Hello, people of YouTube. It looks like it's O-Scale Friday. Let's go over to the workbench and take a look. All right, here's what we're looking at today. This is an O-Scale 40-foot wood refrigerator car from Atlas. This happens to be the 2-rail O-Scale version. They also make it in a 3-rail version. The 3-rail version goes for $94.95 and the 2-rail version goes for $99.95. Each one comes in several different paint schemes, so I'm going to suggest that you go to the Atlas website and find out if they have the one you're looking for. So this is O-Scale, and the car's paint job is really good. Something I like about it quite a bit is the fact that you can see the detail in the wood slats that run vertically along the side of the car. The tiniest writing, like up here in the corner and here on the side, is all legible, and it just looks really good. Something about these colors really works well for me. This orange against this blue, it's almost like a purple, but it just looks really cool. It's too bad they don't have paint schemes like this on modern cars, because it would be really fun to see a train of a whole bunch of different cars that look, similar to this, but in different paint schemes rolling down the track. That would be really cool. Now, something else I need to mention to you is the fact that the doors open. You have to be really careful, and it's kind of fragile, so if you're not careful, you'll break it. But there's a latch, and the doors have working hinges. Very cool. All right, we'll take a brief look at the B-end here. You can see that the brake wheel is a separately applied part, and all of this piece that runs down to the underside of the car, it's all separately applied. If you look carefully, you can see there is an uncoupling lever here. And then all of these little grab irons that go up, basically that's the ladder to the roof, are all separately applied wire grabs. On the other side of the coupler, you can see it peeking out right here. There's an air hose. So this has all the detail you'd want on it, and it looks really good too. So I figured I'd show you the B-end from this side so that you can see the air hose here and the other grabs that show up on this side. Looks excellent. And then looking at the other side, and you can tell it's the other side because on the side we were looking at before, these letters were L, presumably for left, and on this side they're R, presumably for right. And once again, the doors on this side also open. And you want to be careful when you do it because it is fragile, but you can see. Very cool. Working doors like this, to me, are a really cool touch. And we're going to see the top here in a minute, but first let's look at the A-end. Okay, and here's the A-end with very similar detail, uncoupling lever, air hose, separately applied wire grabs. And this is why I mentioned something about the top. These hatches also are working hatches. And I'll show you when we look at the top next. This is what I was talking about. I already moved to the latch, but these hatches all open. And that's pretty cool. I think in a scale model this size, it's not necessarily particularly impressive, but I like it nonetheless. And here's the top detail as a whole. You can see that the roof walk is separately applied with nail detail, and the roof itself is also detailed with wood grain, simulated wood grain. That looks excellent. And of course, all 4 of the hatches open. And looking at the bottom of the car, you can see the brake details applied underneath these beams that go across. I think this is a really cool model. I say this every time, and I'm honest when I say this, that every time I see another O-Scale model from Atlas like this, it makes me want to model in O-Scale. The only problem for me is I don't have any space. So I'll just have to admire the models, and this one gives plenty to admire. So good job, Atlas. I'll see you next time.